Hello there, and welcome to the Generational Gamer. Serafim. I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but they sent me this device and they wanted me to discuss it on the channel, so here we are. This is a little controller that is set up for your smartphone. It looks like it's compatible with both Android and iPhone, and we are going to unbox it right now and see what it is. Now, I've already taken the shrink wrap off because, well, I didn't want to do it on camera. So we'll open it up. You can see you get the barcode to get some details about it, and then it's really just the device itself. Oh, and the joysticks did have this on here, so we'll take them off. It expands, so you stick your phone in here, and then it just sits in there. Now, whether or not it'll actually fit with an OtterBox on is a different story. It doesn't fit with the OtterBox. You need some kind of extension. I used one of these, and I'll leave a link for it in the description. Let's see what these are. Okay, this is what they're for. They're replacement back covers, so if you want it to be smaller, you can. I actually do like having a larger back cover, so we're just going to leave it as it is. And it looks like you just fit it in and then slide it on. And then it'll snap. So let's start by downloading the app. Unfortunately, it is a requirement if you want to have control over any of your other apps. So just go ahead and click on Get and then Download. Again, if you're using a large case, you will need some form of extender. Upon opening the app, you are prompted with this screen, and then it wants you to log in and create an account. Unfortunately, this is a requirement, and I am not a big fan of these. Now, I did figure out a workaround, and I'll show it here, but it says you have to subscribe just to access the apps. I don't like that. That is not a thing that I care about. The only thing you can really do without it is just simply looking through your device. Completely useless, really. But there is a workaround for that. Now, after messing with this thing for a little bit, I did subscribe. I think $30 is a little high for this. Just to make it work, I did try it, and I immediately canceled the subscription, but I still have access until 2027. Immediately after doing that, you can see I now have access to popular games and popular apps. Let's try the Steam Link, because that's what I'm going to use it for primarily. You can see that it recognizes the controller, and now we're going to connect to my PC. Navigation with the controller is just like using big picture mode with the controller. And we are going to go directly into Cuphead after I move all around. I figured Cuphead is a ridiculously hard game and it requires very precise controls, so we'll give it a try. This is about as far as I'm into this game. This is actually the best I've ever done in this level too, so it's pretty interesting that I'm using a remote control and I get further along in it than I ever have before. The controls are just fine. Now, I am sitting right next to my desktop PC, so that may have something to do with it. Of course, distance will increase the amount of latency, but it seems to work just fine. I'll allow the demonstration for a little bit. This is entirely playing on an iPhone with this Serafim, if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, please correct me, controller, and I actually do pretty well. So take a look, and then I'm going to show Stellar Blade, and I'm going to show you how to get around using the subscription model. To cancel your subscription, first thing you do is go into iTunes, go down to your user account, and then click on subscriptions. You'll see all of them there. Click on the Serafim, and then go down to cancel subscription, cancel free trial, and you're done. Now you can't be charged next year when you forget about it. So by this point, I have logged out of the application. I've tried deleting it and opening up Steam, and you cannot control anything with the controller. So that doesn't work. So I closed Steam, reinstalled the application, ensured I was logged out of it. So basically it's still prompting me to log in, and then reopened Steam Link, and it worked fine. And this is what I'm playing using just the logged out app and Steam Link, using the Serafim controller. Take a look.
This way. We have to take the cargo elevator.
The power. It doesn't doesn't reach here.
But wait. There's a power supply in the sector right next to us.
So the only problem I had with this game was the shoulder buttons. The triggers are fine. They're not really triggers, they're more like buttons, but the like R1 and L1, this game uses L1 for block, so it's very important because you can't build up your beta unless you're able to really hit it at the right time. But it does in fact work. It's a little awkward. I guess I could get used to it. But yeah, overall it works fine for me. I'll have to give it a try with some other programs. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see it played with, and I'll try it if I can get it to work. I will not log back into the account that it mandates. That's just my thing. I won't do it. So if it doesn't work with that, it doesn't work. Anyway, this is the first time I died on this guy in ages, because I can usually just beat him right away, but I haven't played it in a little while. Anyway, I digress. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and have a good one.